So I actually have to re-record this because I recorded the entire intro and realized that my microphone wasn't turned on, so. My main teacher for my Cinemas 270 class, Alyssa Phillips, she told my class, when in production, everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And yes, so far today that has been true. When I was writing my essay last night, I wanted to have almost, let's say, every other paragraph in like a different location to spice things up, make things more interesting. When I got done with my business on campus, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go shoot like the actual essay at the cemetery. I came to the cemetery, two things. Holy crap, it is so hot outside. Number two, my allergies. My allergies are so bad, they're so bad. Also, number three, actually, there's a third thing. Open up my computer, it's hot. It's like steaming hot. I haven't used it in like an hour or so. So now it's not turning on. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong, and everything has gone wrong. So now we're actually doing the intro. Thank you for your video. In response to my video, I enjoyed it a lot, and I feel sorry about messing up that word. What did I say? Multicultural to the multi-channel? Rookie mistake. There's a church in the background. I am watching The Sopranos with my roommate, my ex-roommate actually now. And we're at like season 5 in. So I didn't want to watch the pilot because the pilot's still in my head. It wasn't that long ago when I watched it. And I've watched like half a season of Buffy, maybe like into season 2 a little bit, but not that much. So I figured, you know what? I'll watch a bit of Buffy and then I'll try and connect that to The Sopranos somehow. What an episode to aside me. I am a little worried about giving my opinion on this episode because you assigned this episode, and out of all the episodes of all the shows, you picked this episode of Buffy, which means you probably care about this episode somewhat. I'm going to assume the extreme that you love this episode. This is one of your favorite pieces of television. I'm going to assume that. That's a little extreme, but no, that's worst case scenario for me. I did not like this episode. I was not a fan. I did not like it. I was cringing the whole time. I was thinking, I guess I jumped the ship when it was appropriate. Good thing I did not stick around. It's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? First things first, I have not watched in a long time, and I'm not up to date. So I was like, I thought that guy was evil. She has a sister? Like, when did that happen? Where's Angel? Like, I like that guy. Where was he? The singing, why was there so much singing? It never ended, it kept going. When it was done, it kept going. What the heck? The demon, oh, what a lazy ass design. Oh, just the long chin, nothing else, no horns, just red skin. Oh, okay, that's fine. We just don't care about our work, I guess. The singing bothered me for, I think, I wrote down 2 reasons in my script, but because I can't roll my script, I'm kind of just freeballing them. I did not like the singing mostly because it took itself so seriously. So seriously. With that said, after the singing is done, they say a lot of, oh, we can stop this because this and that were happening, and it was annoying the hell out of me, and this, that. Okay. But during the singing, it took itself way too seriously. I was like, what is happening right now? And the worst part is when they were doing like the walking through fire song, and also Buffy's like song when she like meets the demon. I was thinking like, wow, they really thought they did something here. They did not. They did not do what they thought they were going to do. Like, oh wow, they thought this was really impressive. It was not. It was not. I'm not a fan. I was not a fan. I feel like there was more to the intro, I have to be honest with you, but again, my script is not here. Maybe future me will put in additional footage of me speaking. I have to go support a friend of mine in a couple hours because they're getting an award, actually, for an essay they wrote. So I'm actually having less time to edit this than I thought I did. I'm going to try and throw in some music. I'm going to try and throw in some other edits. When I saw that girl and Willow's number, and they were like going back and forth, I was like, damn, these bitches gay. Good for them. Good for them. I really hope this video comes out at a good time and it looks great, and I hope you like it because I really appreciate you. So, rest of the video commence. So, my day got so much worse. My allergies are so bad, and I accidentally rubbed my eye a bunch, and now my eyes are really, really red. In order to stop myself from looking like a stoner, now I'm looking like a gangster. Okay. What a glaring, stark contrast to The Sopranos, where that show deals with very serious subject matter and yet still finds a way to be comedic as well. Where Buffy follows a villain of the week formula that remains consistent from episode to episode, yet leaves room for more significant changes to slowly occur. I think the discussion of quality TV is carried by an undercurrent of people who want to look down on other people for their taste in art. That kind of conversation feels arbitrary to me. There are better things to discuss. At the same time, I can see where the roots of that discourse show themselves in these two shows. Another kind of thing that I noticed that becomes like blaringly obvious from watching these two shows is the shift towards shorter seasons. Buffy was averaging like 22 episodes a season, while The Sopranos had about 12, and there was exceptions on both sides of that. It adds up quickly. Buffy had a total of around 144 episodes, where The Sopranos had about 86. Having 21 to 22 episodes per season of a show was kind of like a more traditional thing to do. My dad explained this to me as a kid as like, you air the season throughout half of the year and then you do the reruns on the other half. But with The Sopranos, we see kind of a shift into quality over quantity. Nowadays, really popular shows like Stranger Things and Better Call Saul, they have like 10 to 12 episodes a season, and that's kind of more of the norm. I understand there are reasons of why this is done. Again, Buffy is more overtly formulaic, and thus they can't afford to change too much stuff too fast. Or the casual viewer who misses an episode or two might feel really lost. Similar to me. The cost of pandering to viewers who desired quality TV could be satiated from the sales of these weird things called DVDs that made it easier to produce and distribute video. And I haven't even touched on the ability to record an episode to your DVR, largely because I was not alive around then, so I'm not really sure how that works. I feel like I didn't touch a lot on like the corporation business side of the lecture that you went over, because that was like a big part of the discussion for this week. But I just didn't feel, it didn't pull a lot to me in the Buffy episode that I watched, even though I was begging for anything to save me from the musical. I hope my touch on like quality TV was enough to kind of like draw conclusions. Well, I had fun shooting this, but oh my gosh, my day. I better turn it in so I don't have to worry about it anymore. I thought this was going to be the last video. There's an assignment next week, so here's hoping that that's when I go full shabam. So